If you're a business owner and you legitimately think that you need a professional camera or a professional videographer to come in and do your videos, then that is definitely not true. And if you think about it, it actually makes a whole lot of sense that a lot of business owners would think that way because business owners, they tend to be in their 40s, 50s, 60s. And so they came up in an era where if you saw a business, you would see them in a commercial, and that commercial would have commercial level videography because, I mean, if you're putting it on TV, you might as well have a budget for it. And so if you're a business owner in your 40s or 50s or 60s, your default way of thinking is probably, okay, if I want to advertise my business, I need commercial level videography. Because if I want to come off as professional, then I need to look professional. And to an extent, there is some truth to the idea that professional videography is going to make your client more likely to see you as legit. But the biggest question you need to ask is this level of videography actually getting me an appropriate return on what I'm spending? Because nowadays, in the era of social media, it's all about content, 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 posting, posting, posting. And so if you're spending hundreds or thousands of dollars on a single video, sure, that's a model that could have worked when TV was still like the biggest thing. But now, in the age of internet, that's just not going to fly because nowadays quantity is king. And yes, quality does matter and does make a huge difference. But the most important thing is that you're constantly in front of your clients so they're constantly thinking of you, or at least somewhat thinking of you, because there's millions and millions of accounts out there now on social media. So everyone is trying to fight for people's attention. And the funny thing is, when businesses or nonprofits post about their events online, a lot of the time people think if they're posting 3 times or 4 times a week, and that's too much for their audience. But the reality is, if you're posting 3 or 4 times a week, there's a good chance the vast majority of your audience still hasn't even heard of your event because there's just that much content on everybody's feed. But in a quantity of video is really the most effective way to get clients to social media. And working with a traditional VIV company isn't going to be that effective for a lot of businesses out there. They're paying for these people's equipment, for their time, for all the editing they have to go through. And so, based off of a lot of companies' marketing budgets, you're not going to be able to get to a point where you're seeing an actual return from these videos. And so, since that's not a feasible option, the thing that I keep on recommending to business owners upon business owners is that they use their webcam. A lot of laptops today have a pretty decent quality webcam, or if yours doesn't, you can always buy an external one. Or honestly, most of the time, like this video right here, I'm just recording off my phone, and a lot of the time that's even better. But the bottom line is, at the end of the day, the video quality just needs to be good enough. To be clear, yes, if you have like bad, grainy, ugly looking footage, then you're going to look unprofessional. People aren't going to want to buy from you. And so that is something that you do need to take into account. But at the same time, having a video at this video quality compared to if I had an actual DSLR or a cinema camera, it's not really going to make a huge difference. Like once you get past that good enough threshold, people really don't care. They really just want the message. I mean, it'd be different if you were an entertainment channel or, people came to you because they wanted something to watch when they were bored. But if your social media is about your business, about your company, then people just want the information that they want and then they want to leave. They don't want to spend any more time than necessary. And so you really just have to give them that information. I mean, if you add images or stock video or little things to spruce up the video, that is nice to see. But remember, the most important thing is the quantity of videos that you're putting out. Because every single video you post is like another throw at the dartboard that could possibly bring in a new client. Or maybe you're just educating them a little so that they're primed so that next time they'll be ready to buy. Honestly, it's about playing the long game, the quantity game. And obviously you can't really do that if you're hiring someone to come in and shoot your video every single time. The budget's gonna be crazy. That being said, the main reason that people don't want to record by themselves on the webcam or on their phone is because they feel pretty unnatural on camera. And so every time they record, it just takes them a long time or they just don't enjoy the experience. It's just not enjoyable. And so if that's your situation and you're slowed down by it, then I actually have a perfect workaround, and it actually only requires one other person. To put it simply, yes, people usually feel uncomfortable on camera, but it's different when you're on Zoom and you're talking to someone else. You're talking to them and looking them in their eyes, and even though the captured footage makes you look like you're looking at the camera, in reality, you're just looking at that other person, which again feels natural. And so keeping that in mind, to record your videos, all you need to do is get an online platform like Zoom, probably something a lot more high quality like Riverside FM. Or if you're going the free route, I guess just do Zoom. And what you're going to do is you're going to have that other person ask you a couple of questions. And when they ask you those questions, just rant as long as you can. Look at that person dead in their eyes. Just talk to them like you're having a regular conversation. But in that conversation, make sure you're the only one talking. And from that, you'll be able to create a video just from the footage from your camera. And now I'm saying that, I realize I should take back what I said about Zoom. Zoom actually wouldn't work because Zoom doesn't like separate the cameras when it exports. It's all just one big file. So that really wouldn't work if you're using another person. But essentially, what you're going to do is you're going to record on this online studio, and then you're going to disable the camera of the person who was asking the questions. Then on top of that, you're going to use Riverside's AI abilities to edit it probably like 95% of the way. You will have to go in and tweak things a little bit here and there because the cuts that it does aren't like perfect, but it will take out the pauses, the ums and ahs, the bad takes, the mess ups. Any of that is just going to take it out automatically. And if you're worried about how to exactly do that because you're completely new to Riverside, and don't worry, I have videos for that too. But long story short, the idea is to take advantage of the fact that you're comfortable on a Zoom situation and make it so that you can easily make content out of that. And like I said, I have more content that fully explains that and how you can use your webcam or your phone camera to create content instead of an actual videography company. And so please feel free to check out that content. And if you have a company that needs to consistently create more content, then please subscribe to my newsletter for business content creation. And if you have any questions or you just want to reach out, then please feel free to get in contact via Instagram.